Hey my good friend, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. The 2017 Detroit Auto Show was packed full of new vehicle introductions and hot concept cars to drool over, but there were a few hits and misses. My complete roundup, it's coming right up. All right, my friends, let's get started here. I'm doing this low tech here. I've got my little notes right here, and we're just going to go down the list of the highlights from this year's show. The first thing that was the big reveal this year was from Ford, the 2018 F-150. Now, it was just a stylistic refresh on the outside, new grille, taillights, new wheels, that kind of thing. But the big news is what was under the hood. New engines, 10-speed transmission across the board, and our video we've done on this is just off the charts. A lot of interest in it, especially with that new diesel engine. So that's one that's really going to be making big news this year. But Ford, they blew it on the other hand. At their press conference, they talked about the new Bronco. They announced it, that it's going to be coming, and the new Ranger, but no pictures. They gave us an icon of the running Bronco logo. Thanks, this post is worthless without pics, you know? It was one of those things. So yeah, the F-150 was great, but it would have been nice if they, fed us even a rendering or something of this new Bronco as well as the Ranger, although we do kind of know what that's going to look like, and to be very similar to the Global Ranger, although they did say it's going to have styling unique here to North America. The other big news, of course, was a 2018 Toyota Camry. All new, finally. It just seems like it's been years since they really, truly updated this car. All new platform, new engines, or rather revised engines. It's a lot bolder. It's got a lot of interior things going on, a lot of exterior things going on, and again, we have a complete video on this outlining all the changes on that. That's a big deal. Best-selling car in the United States. Not necessarily most exciting, but hey, it's the Camry, right? Other big one, the 2018 Honda Odyssey minivan. Not very exciting, but what they've done here is they've given it a good evolution in design inside and out, and a lot of new features inside that if you're a minivan buyer, you're going to really like some of the stuff they've done in there, especially with the seating arrangements. And they've really just gone the extra mile here, I think, to make sure this vehicle stays #1 in its class. Now, the Chevrolet Traverse 3-row crossover SUV, the thing of note here is the fact that it stayed its size, unlike the GMC Acadia that got downsized on the new platform. This one keeps its size, best in class 3rd row legroom. That's what they tell us, and the styling, it's Chevrolet. It's not necessarily going to break any rules, but it is a vehicle though that's getting quite a bit of viewership on the video we've done of it. So there's a lot of people out there that care about it. Now, FCA, Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, they were AWOL this year. AWOL. I mean, they had a couple little press conferences and talked about a few things. Oh, like the all-new Wrangler, a Wrangler pickup truck, a new Grand Wagoneer, new Wagoneer. They're bringing back all these iconic Jeeps, new Jeeps across the board. Exciting stuff. But again, like Ford when they talked about the Bronco and the Ranger, no pictures, no information, just, oh, we're going to do this. But they did nothing. And then after the show, they announced they're going to have a Demon. All this stuff, very absent, but of course, the big thing here is the fact that the EPA just came down on them a couple days after Detroit, sensing maybe they might have known about this and they didn't want to roll a bunch of diesel Jeeps out in front of the public to only have them slammed a couple days later. So that might have been part of it, but still, they were absent without leave here, I think, this year. A little bit disappointing. Volkswagen, speaking of diesel mess, Volkswagen ID Buzz concept. They have a concept, a third concept now for a microbus. This time though, it's all electric and it's a vehicle that actually they really need right now. So it's possible that this third time in a row, we might actually see a production vehicle out of it. Again, we've got a video on it that sort of outlines all of its features and why it's possible that it could be coming back. So there's that. Nissan Rogue Sport, smaller Nissan Rogue, that was a big one here at the show this year. GMC Terrain, also a new crossover from GM. New styling, pretty bold I'd say. And the other big one was the Lexus LS, an all-new full-size luxury flagship from the brand. Twin-turbo V6, a little bit different, loses a V8. Now, on all of these vehicles, we have complete videos, plus there's a few other ones we didn't really talk about right here, all from the Detroit Auto Show this year. You can see all that by clicking right there for our full playlist and all of our coverage. And I also invite you to click right here and subscribe to our YouTube channel because for 2017, we're doing a video a day. We're staying busy, man, so stay tuned.